Hey fellow foodies, it's Faye from faysfood.com. Today I'm going to show you how to make this easy, delicious, and beautiful mixed berry lemon tart. So part of what makes it so easy for me is that I just use my sugar cookie dough as the dough for the tart. Anyone that's ever made that dough can attest to how delicious it is, how easy to make it is. And another thing is I always have it on hand. And I always use it for tarts and it always comes out great. So I'm just gonna do that for this recipe. Now keep in mind, if you don't have it on hand, you will have to make it at least a day ahead of time because you do want that dough to rest. So I just crumble in the dough into the springform pan, and I use my hands and the back of a measuring cup to flatten the bottom and work the sides. And then I just use a fork to dock the bottom and the sides. It won't mitigate the puffing, it will still puff up, but it does minimize it a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna bake this at 350 for about 10 to 15 minutes. I'm looking for the sides to be just barely browned. You can see, like I said, it does puff up still, but I'm gonna go ahead and use the back of a spoon to flatten the bottom and the sides as best as I can. Here's the thing, it will appear undercooked and it will be undercooked just a bit, but it will continue to cook as it cools. Okay, just like when you're making a cookie, you want it a little bit undercooked. Okay, so I'm just gonna flatten as best as I can. Don't really worry about how this looks on the inside. It's gonna be covered anyways with the filling, so really don't stress too much about that. Now after I am done flattening this, I'm gonna put this to the side to cool, and I'm also going to, in a small bowl, bloom some gelatin in some cold water and put that to the side. And now I can focus on my filling. In this bowl I have some lemon juice and lemon zest, some granulated sugar, and some eggs, and I'm just whisking this over a pot of simmering water over a medium-high heat. I'm just going to whisk this until it reaches 180 degrees Fahrenheit, whisking constantly. And after it reaches 180, it should coat the back of a spoon, like this. Okay, now I took it off the heat, and now I can go ahead and add in the bloomed gelatin. And whisk that in. And I'm going to add just a bit of vanilla. I really don't want to take away from the flavor of the lemon. I just want to add to it, so just a little bit will do. And now we can go ahead and add in the diced butter, just a few pads at a time. Key is really, you don't want to add too much at once because you don't want to break the mixture. However, you do want to add it kind of fast enough because you want the heat to still be there because it will be melting the butter. So just whisk everything in until it's well combined and uniform. Another bonus about this recipe is that your arm will get a nice workout. I never understood why people were so intimidated by making tarts. It's very easy to do. Typically, especially if you do what I do and use cookie dough as the tart dough, it's obviously very easy to make, and then all you have to do is really the filling, and then you decorate it as you please. I don't get the hype of why people are so intimidated by it. Okay, so you can see it does get lighter in color once you add the butter. That's completely normal. But it's going to be nice and thick once it cools as well. It's already thicker than what it was, but it's gonna get even thicker. And really, you don't want any bit of the butter to be still solid. You really want it all mixed in. Okay, so that looks pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and pour this into our tart shell. You can see it's the perfect amount for a 11-inch or even a 10-inch tart. It fits perfectly. Right, so I'm gonna go ahead and cool this in the refrigerator for about 3 hours. You can obviously leave it overnight if you'd like, but do make sure to cover it. You don't want the flavors of other stuff in the fridge to get into this. Cover it and refrigerate it for about 3 hours. Or again, overnight. Okay, so after that, you can go ahead and decorate it with whatever fruit you'd like and in any way you'd like. That's the fun of this. But you can see, like, this wasn't hard to do. It's really easy to make, and the springform pan makes it even easier because you just kind of make everything in one pan. So please don't be intimidated by tarts. I hope this recipe will change your mind. Okay, so I'm just gonna design it kind of in any way here. And you can see this is beautiful as is, but we're gonna take it a step further. So what I did is, in a bowl, I just melted some strawberry preserves in the microwave, and I added a little bit of water to thin it down even more. I'm going to use my pastry brush and brush this on top of the fruit. And there are kind of 3 reasons why we're doing this. So first and foremost, for the shine. This is going to add a very nice shine to the fruit. Secondly, it's going to keep the fruit in place. It really does help keep everything in place. And a third kind of bonus is that it does add a little bit of flavor to it. You know, it will reinforce the strawberry flavor. That's not really why we're doing it, but it's a cool little bonus there. Okay, so after you add the preserves on top, you can go ahead and unmold it. And the beauty of using a springform pan is that it will be very easy to unmold. It's weird, I don't make cheesecakes in springforms, but I definitely use them for tarts. You can see how easy it was to unmold, how beautiful it looks. It looks like it could come out of a professional bakery. You'll impress your friends, your family, whoever you serve this to. And it definitely does taste good, so trust me on that one. I really hope you guys give this a try. The full recipe is on facefood.com. Like this video, subscribe to this channel for more great videos on the way. Make sure you comment below for any comments or questions. I do appreciate the support. I appreciate the feedback I've been getting. We're almost at 3,000 subscribers, which is amazing. I do plan on doing a giveaway once we reach 3,000. I'm not sure what yet, but look out for that. You can see the texture of this tart is very nice. The actual like cookie portion is nice and chewy, soft and chewy, and then flavorful too, because the cookie dough has some lemon in it as well. And then the curd is beautiful, the fruit is tasty, it's all good. Anyways, I hope you guys do give this a try. Let me know how you like it, and until next time guys, you have a wonderful day.
Time for you to make a move. I've been trying to keep my cool. After all the shit you put me through, after all the shit you put me through.